Well, if that was not inspiring enough, our penultimate award is the Inspiration Award, recognising the remarkable constellation of non-professional ensembles across the UK and the devoted individuals who work with them. Supported this year by Warner Classics, it's unique among RPS awards because it's chosen by a public vote. 4,000 votes have been cast for the 5-strong shortlist, demonstrating the huge respect and appreciation for these groups.
150 years young, Bradford Festival Choral Society is all about community. This year saw it collaborate with Bradford Friendship Choir for refugees and asylum seekers and present a singing workshop at the city's Ukrainian Centre. Its members welcomed 50 young singers from Bradford Catholic Youth Choir for a performance of Bach's St Matthew Passion and set the bar high by featuring female composers in all their multi-work programmes.
One of Wales's leading mixed voice choirs, Cor Eceffin, is known for promoting the Welsh language and regularly commissioning and performing new music by Welsh composers. The choir is a welcoming and social group whose only joining requirement is to enjoy singing. They've had resounding success in their 20th anniversary year, being crowned Choir of the World at the Llangollen International Eisteddfod.
Torbay Symphony Orchestra draws members from across South Devon with its orchestral concerts, chamber music and an impressive commitment to music education in schools. Led by dedicated music director Richard Gonski, rehearsals have a friendly and collaborative atmosphere, exploring music from all eras, including new commissions. It is a particular lifeline for its older members, whilst welcoming the next generation.
A positive force in Wales and the British brass band movement, Tredegar Town Band has had an exceptional year. The first band to give 2 BBC Proms performances in one season, their Vaughan Williams recording with guest conductor Martin Brabbins also received critical acclaim. The band is an integral part of the local community and plays a central role improving access to classical music.
Teacher, workshop leader and choral conductor Ulla Weber has united hundreds of voices and inspired thousands more. She conducts CBSO's So Vocal, a 200-strong community choir in Birmingham's Selly Oak, plus a network of show choirs for the People's Orchestra and Echo de Lone, the Polish folk choir she created. Ulla also founded and leads the National Teachers Choir and trains choral leaders with Sing for Pleasure, helping choral singing to flourish in schools and ensembles nationwide.
Well, here's to all the non-professional groups performing for love and inspiring communities across the country. The public has spoken, and the recipient of this year's Inspiration Award is Torbay Symphony Orchestra.
Well, good evening to you. My name is Richard Gonski. I'm the music director of Torbay Symphony Orchestra, and I have with me here Lindsay Hughes, who's a wonderful viola player, and Liz Coxon, who's a wonderful violin player, both long-standing members of the orchestra, and my son Finn, who started playing cello in the orchestra at the age of 12 and now sits in the front desk. And beyond the fact that he's my son, it sort of symbolizes what we try to do all the time, because we've heard tonight, and that was such an inspiring speech you gave at the beginning. It was just, every word was just amazing, you know, and the problems we are all facing in the field of education, where there are no lessons in schools anymore, where people are not, young kids are not taking up musical instruments in the way that they did 20 or 30 or 40 years ago. And I'm sure that many of the amazing artists that we saw and heard tonight started off in music because an instrument fell out of the school cupboard, and there was a music teacher ready to give them a lesson, and there was a group of other people who could, you know, a Saturday morning school or something, to help them become the amazing artists that they are today. That is in real trouble. And I would like to echo your words and take it a bit further and say, if you want our children to be good at maths, give them a music lesson every day. Because I think we all here tonight recognize that creativity is a human right. It's not an optional extra in a civilized society. You know, this is something that we have a duty to give to our children, that they can express their creativity. I personally don't understand when the whole education system says, oh, we have so many problems post-pandemic because kids have mental problems, and then you take away the one thing that's going to actually help them get better. How does that work? So really, all strength to your elbow to really do something to get this back on the rails. You know? The other thing, if I may say, is that we really are sharing this award with all the thousands of orchestras and bands and ensembles of every shape and kind who are really inspiring. Every single week they go out because they love music, you know, and they share that with their community. And it's really been tonight to listen to everybody. Community has been a word that's been central to the whole evening, hasn't it? Almost every single artist or group that's come up here has mentioned the importance of community. And I think that is a really powerful thing, you know? If we can all, within our small communities, do wonderful work, that is going to spread out and really help bring about the kind of changes that we want. Thank you to the RPS. We are so honored and grateful to you for recognizing our work. And thank you all very much for your cooperation.